Western Conference Podcast, back here on the Welcome to Jamrock Cruise. My brother Westafa.
Yes, sir.
And we got a special guest in the building. We got our brother, Mr. JEMERE Morgan in the building.
Yeah. Go on.
It's our little brother, man.
Yeah, man.
We just got off Jamrock Radio, me and Cisco over there in Big Koa, with our special guest, none other than JEMERE Morgan.
Come on. But let me just tell you this. When we brought JEMERE up there, before we brought him up there, there's maybe 10, 15 people on the 5th floor promenade. JEMERE goes on acting like he don't want to do it, but he did it. As soon as he gets on, 100 people in the promenade. Easily.
It was crazy. It was dope.
Capacity is 55, so 100 people there.
Vibes and energy, man.
How you doing, my brother?
Good, man. Just taking it easy. We're enjoying the Jamrock Cruise. It's good to see y'all again. You know what I mean? After so long.
Yes.
Yeah, it's been going good, man. I've been good, taking it easy.
When you say enjoying it, I seen you at the pool earlier, at the kiddie pool. You had this little one piece on. Tell me, is this your first time on the cruise, Mary? Or you been on here before?
I've been on the cruise since the first year, since 2015.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, actually, the last cruise, me and Mary, man, we had a good old time.
We got lit, right?
Yeah, this is my first time on the cruise, and let me just tell y'all this: y'all better get on the Welcome to Jamrock 2023 because they be doing a thing, man. But you've been doing this since the first one, right?
Yeah, since the first one. We missed probably like 2.
Yeah.
But most of the cruises I've been on, and it's always lit. It's always family vibes.
Yeah.
The energy and reggae is well represented on this cruise, so that's what I love about it. So big up Damian Jr. Gang Marley and the whole Marley family for even creating something like this for reggae artists to perform in front of people.
Oh yeah, this is big, bro.
Yeah, it's big, man.
This is big.
People are coming from Japan, Brazil, Colombia. All over. So for us to have the opportunity to display our talents in front of a global audience.
Oh yeah.
On a cruise.
Come on.
And actually, man, every time Pops and them get on the stage, man, they tear it down, man. Yeah.
They be doing their thing too because they're gonna be on Sunday. There's gonna be
Sunday, last day.
With Boog as well. Mm-hmm. And but tell us how that whole thing with you coming as just coming here as a fan of reggae. Now you're slowly performing with Jamrock Radio and Western Conference. Is it?
No, so he came with Pops and them.
No, I know that.
Oh,
but I'm saying now that we got this little performance out of the way, we might have to get JEMERE on the main stage.
Oh yeah.
Straight up. Just as JEMERE Morgan. You guys hear that?
Happen. That's gonna happen for sure. So, but you performed with Pops, right?
Yeah, we
last
performed.
one.
Every time I came on a cruise, I perform with the family, but I've never performed actually.
Yeah.
So we're hoping that
man,
we're working our way up.
But like I said, is it a lot of pressure though? You being in the lineage of what you have now, with Pops and the whole family, the whole Morgan heritage tree. I mean, it has to be a little bit of pressure on you.
Yeah, of course. You know what I mean? There's big shoes to fill. You know what I mean? When you talk about Morgan heritage, that's a big staple.
Huge.
You know what I mean? Huge staple in reggae music. So, but as in heavy pressure, you know what I mean? I take music very serious. Yeah. And I love it. So I understand the duty at task. I understand the responsibility that I have as the leader of the third generation of my family. You know what I mean? We have other musical acts coming from my family. My younger brother Priel, my Uncle Peter, daughter Amuna, his son Raya.
Shout out
Spanky Johnson. Shout out Spanky Johnson, man.
Just Spanky, my cousin Estimo. So enough of us are still doing music, but I have a responsibility, so I don't take it lightly. Yeah. To carry on and set example, whether it's doing business or the standard of the music. You know what I mean? I always try to make sure that the standard is what my family has set it as. Yeah.
So are you Dada's son?
Straight all the way, forever.
No, but I'm saying, you the Dada's son?
I am the Dada's son. No, my dad is Dada's son. I'm Dada's son Junior.
Yeah. But take us back to the beginning.
Oh wait, and so for those that don't know, JEMERE is the son of Gramps Morgan.
Yes. For those under a rock somewhere. But this is the seed of Mr. Gramps Morgan.
Word up.
But take us back to the beginning. I mean, is music something that was already? I mean, obviously it's already in the household. But do you have that decision to say, I could be an artist, or I want to go do something else?
The urge has always been wanting to do music. Yeah. I remember like when my dad used to leave for tour, I used to beg to leave a tour with him. I used to be like, yo, Pops, can I come?
Yeah.
He's like, no. I used to run to my granddad and just complain to him like, they won't take me on tour.
The legend.
You know what I mean? So I used to always complain to him like, yo, the family won't take me on tour.
Yeah.
I'm ready, you know what I mean? So the dream has always been, and the passion has always been music.
Yeah.
I mean, I love it from the first. The first music I've been introduced to as reggae was my family Morgan Richards, but the first artist that inspired me in reggae was Steel Pulse.
Oh, nice.
I accidentally just heard him on my dad's laptop. And I started listening to the whole album and I'm like, yo, team, 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 team. Red Eye Blues, yo, 6'6". So big up Steel Pulse.
Yeah, and Pops and them covered that, right?
They recovered that.
Yeah, that was a dope version, man.
Being in your career now as a solo artist, what was like your first thing that said, okay, I could do this for a living? I mean, when you come from a family like that, it could be just given to you, or you can kind of work for yourself and say, you know what, I can actually do this on my own as a solo artist. When was that moment for you?
I mean, like I said, just always wanting to be there, present on the road, wanting to be seeing the example of what does it take behind the scenes, because you always see it on the front page, but it's a whole different world behind the scenes of music. So, you know, always been intrigued into wanting to do that and to be the one with the microphone. Yeah. So we love music from the get-go. From seeing my uncle perform and the family, I said, that's what I want to do. Yeah. You know what I mean?
So you knew that right away?
Yeah, I knew that right away. I mean, I did different things like play basketball and stuff, but all that stuff was fun. And the only thing I could do for 10 hours and don't eat was music. Yeah. So.
Well, Wes said he told me about your basketball game. It was trash. So it's a good thing that you
Listen, Wes gonna win in the 2K. Wes, should we tell the people?
I think our official record is like 10-2. I'm up 10 games to 2 on Jamere.
Yo, big up my brother Jay Book. We played 2K enough at his house in Hawaii.
Man, we were going at it, man. Me and this guy.
I was just sitting there trying to just eat. These guys are playing video games the whole time.
There. What are you talking about?
Well, speaking of J Book, tell us how that whole connection came between you and the whole Polynesian community, because you are highly accepted in this demographic that we call island reggae. Yeah.
Well, all credit goes to my family, Morgan Heritage. My father, especially my dad, Gramps. Yeah. Like, he has the vision of bringing the world of culture together. Oh, yes. You know, through reggae music. So that was the vision of his, you know what I mean? Yeah. Because what was it? Actually, Fiji too, you know. Fiji brought J Book to my dad and said, you know, help my brother out, you know. I want to see him shine. Yeah. Big up Fiji too as well. He's one of the Hawaiians that
shout out Fiji, man.
Yeah, one of the islands that changed my life. You know what I mean? My perspective of how to treat people and humans. Yeah. Like a quick story about Fiji. I went out to eat with Fiji one time and he brought the whole band after show. Yeah. And we're eating at different spots of the restaurant. And I'm like, all right, cool. This bill running up. I'm like, well, I got my little cousins with me. I'm like, I forgot to deal with the bill. You know
that was $32.
Let me get another ginger ale, please. Yeah, exactly. It's not $3, bro.
Another ginger ale, $8. Lemon too, 50 cents in lemon.
And by the time we finish eat, and I'm like, yo, check. Yeah. Check was taken care of.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's something about Fiji, man. Yo. Fiji has one of the biggest hearts that I've ever seen. You know, just in general. Like even before, you know, I do the same thing. I go eat with Fiji. I'm just like, that's a lobster. That's $96 lobster.
No, you know it's funny. We so man, before I go any further, man, rest in peace to Langa Savea.
Shout out Langa Savea, man. You see it, man. Langa Savea. Long live.
So it was after his service, we all went out to eat. And, Fiji and them was already at a restaurant. We ended up going to meet up with him. And, you know, he had a big table. Boog was there and a bunch of other people. Yeah. And we came in and sat at another table over here. But the guy that I came with, we were going to leave. And so he just said, you know what, let's just pay our bill on the side. You know what I mean? Because he figured Fiji was going to take care of it like he always does. So he seen Pila, my boy Pila, he seen him talking to the waitress. And he's like looking at him, and
he catches those things, man.
Yeah, he took care of the bill, and he just looked at him and gave him this stink eye, we call it in Hawaii, you know.
But like, he's serious about it too. He's serious about it.
You know, he was really like insulted that, you know what I mean?
Trying
That
to
he
pay
didn't.
it.
Yeah, he did pay it. You know what I'm saying? So then he told him, "Come over here," and he scolded him.
But he'll do it nicely. He'll look at him like, "Don't ever do that again."
Yeah.
But you know, that just goes to show, you know what I'm saying, the magnitude of who he is as a big bro, you know, uncle.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
And that goes back to like the same connection that my dad, you know, has the love for Hawaii. You know what I mean, the love for Africa, the love for many different cultures of the world.
Absolutely.
And through his love, you know what I mean, I found the connection through my brother J Boog, through you guys.
Yeah.
And every time I see Hawaiians, it's like I feel like I'm Hawaiian. I even got a Hawaiian tattoo because of that. You know what I mean? So through the love of Hawaiian culture, I think I connected with J Boog, and he showed me so much from how to just be calm and just be loving and just heartwarming. Because Boog is like almost the same like Fiji.
Yeah.
The same way you go out, he want to take care of the bill, take care of everything. Not because to say he got it or whatever.
Yeah.
But just how to, you know, family. Just how to take care of family.
Yeah, you know, it's funny because Boog, you know, we had him on the podcast and he talked about how instrumental your pops was in him.
Yeah.
Forwarding his music from Hawaii, from Fiji, you know, putting him on, and then your dad basically giving him all the links that he got in Jamaica, you know.
I was there when Boog first walked to I was in high school, first of all, and Boog came through with his tuxedos and everything and came into my house. We was all little kids. I still had bald head during those times. And I'm seeing, this is when my dad first started working with Boog, probably like in 2008 or 2009.
Yeah.
And I see this big Hawaiian come through. First time ever seeing a Hawaiian, first of all. I'm like, yo. I seen Boog go on tour with my dad when he was with India.Arie, John Legend, and he took him with him. So to see Boog, who he is today, and still be a good friend to me, you know what I mean? I grew up to be his friend, you know what I mean? Is dope, and a brother too, so.
And I think that whole connection is huge because you already had that growing up, you know, in the Morgan heritage family, but kind of taking it from another culture with Fiji, with Boog, you take a little bit of everything and implement that into your own music 100%. And the way you do your things. And tell us how that has transcended in your music, how you go about making a single or making an album.
I mean, you hear the influence in my music.
Yeah,
well,
absolutely.
You know what I mean? Whether I'm singing Neighborhood Girl or, you know what I mean? I remember doing Neighborhood Girl, I thought about Hawaii. Yeah. And I remember that song took off in Hawaii.
Yeah,
so,
it did. Yep.
So, you know what I mean? It's the music has a vibe. Anytime you hear certain pulses, it reminds you of different cultures. Whether you hear pukum, pukum, pum, pukum, pukum, reminds you of Africa. Yeah. You know what I mean? If you hear chicken, either Hawaii or, or Jamaica.
Got
you know what I mean?
Slow vibe.
Yeah. So, yeah, man.
So where did you because I know your pops and them, they grew up mainly in New York, right?
Yeah, but I mean between New York and Jamaica, yeah.
And so how about you? Did you spend a lot of
time? Same thing. Well, I grew up everywhere, man. I grew up between New York, grew up between Atlanta and Jamaica.
Yeah.
So how would you compare like the vibes in Jamaica to Hawaii? Because you spent a lot of I know he spent a lot of time.
A lot of time,
there.
Yeah. Well, Hawaii, I would say Jamaica is a more aggressive place, and Hawaii is
I know that.
a more calmer Jamaica.
Aggressive, good and bad.
Yeah.
That's definitely. I mean, that reflects in the music too. You know,
100%.
Yeah.
That's what I said. Like, Hawaii is a calmer Jamaica to me.
Yeah.
When you go to Jamaica, it's aggressive happiness. It's like, yo, brethren, walk one. And Hawaii, they're like, what's up, brother? Let's cruise, God. So
you got it down pat.
Don't get it twisted though. You know what I'm saying? There's some parts of Hawaii where you go over there and you
like
catch
everywhere in the world.
Yeah.
Right,
but
there's hoods in everywhere.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The Hawaiian culture is much more warm, loving than I would say Jamaica, because Jamaica comes with a more tougher love.
Yeah.
So
what's next on the music scene for you?
Well, I'm currently working on a project with Damien.
Okay.
It's kind of low key right now. We're working on some dope music. Since we started on Kabaka album.
Shout out Kabaka Pyramid. He's doing it too, man.
We got a record together called Grateful and Energy that we're performing tonight here on the cruise.
Yeah. And that one's taking off too.
Yeah, Grateful is.
I've been seeing a lot of the DJs run that tune, and it's been going hard.
We got to be grateful, and we have a couple new singles dropping at the top of the year.
Yeah.
I have some collaborations coming with Conscience, Egyptian, that will be dropping top of the year too as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
So when can they expect a new album from Jamere?
I don't know, man. It's like, yo, it's kind of hard to get in the album back in the album phase. Cause when you're in album mode, it's like you almost have to be selfish with your energy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Right now, I'm all about being around family.
Yeah.
I'm about to have a daughter.
Man, congratulations. Congratulations, man.
Thanks. So yeah, I've been in daddy mode, trying to get into that, get prepared for that.
Well, tell us about that transition as going to become a new father, and coming from
it's funny. What was your last album?
Self-confidence.
No, I mean no. Before
that transition.
Oh, that's right, transition.
Yeah. Yo, music. Yo, the funny thing about music is that every time when I'm recording music, it's like I'm talking about my life before it happens.
Yeah, like a prereq.
Yeah, it's like I'm talking about before it happens, and I find that it always happened. Like I sing a song 2 years before, has nothing to do with my love life, and then stuff.
And lo and behold,
here
it comes. Like
we're gonna start calling this guy Prophet Jamere.
Yeah, exactly.
No real thing.
Can we get some lotto numbers from you before you leave?
No real thing. It comes with being in tune with your spiritual energy.
Yeah.
Because when you're in tune, you can speak to yourself before things happen.
Yeah.
And you can see it. As long as you pay attention. Some people are distracted and, going all about. But trust me, if you listen to that voice inside your head and that energy, it will never lie to you. And most of the times when I'm creating music, I go based off of the current vibe or whatever I'm singing. I'll sing that, or whatever lyric I feel like saying, or whatever I feel, I sing that. So I guess that kind of give me a warning about what's going to happen in the future.
Yeah, Itana kind of touched on that too, like the spirituality between the music that she does as well. Mm-hmm. And it seems like in Jamaica, that's a big thing with family and, be kind of really believing in what you're talking about.
100%. If you don't like it, it's either you're telling a lie or the truth. Yeah. So you're going to lie to yourself?
Man, what's so crazy about the experience I've had with Jamaicans or in Jamaica, like there's so many, what do you call those, like proverbs or there's another word, I can't really find it right now.
Parables.
No, like the one-liners that what I mean is there's so many little sayings,
like little verses.
And stuff. Yeah. Like there's one for pretty much anything.
Facts. That's true.
Yeah. Blank Page, man. That's one of my favorite songs of yours, bro.
Thank you, man.
What? How did that come about?
Well, Blank Page is just those are not that song right there is another example of me just singing what I felt at the moment.
Yeah.
That's exactly how I felt. I want to start over on a fresh new page. I don't care what nobody said about me in the past or yesterday or
it's a blank page.
Ago.
Yeah.
Right now, it's a fresh new page. I'm not who I am 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Because I may have learned something. So don't judge me off of the past.
Yeah.
And we get the opportunity to wake up every day. And those who get the opportunity to wake up every day, we must give thanks and appreciate that, because every day is a new day.
I mean, if you haven't seen Cisco's morning messages
every morning, by the way, follow me at Big Body Cisco for the morning message, or go to the hashtag morning message and you'll check that. And it kind of goes back to what he was saying. I start off my day like that, and there's people that I see on the cruise that I never met before, and they're like, "Dude, I follow your page, and that morning message is everything." And it's not something that I do on purpose. It's something to kind of get my day started.
100%.
And being an artist and being in the industry that we're in, I think we need it.
Especially for your mental, because we deal with so much BS during the day and the night.
Yes,
we're up more than we sleep, so we have to have a lot of self-reflection moments. You know what I mean? And in order to keep going, well, everyone should have a self-reflection moment. I think that we all will get along better if people have self-reflection.
Yeah, it'd be a better place to live, because right now it's a crazy world we live in.
We all have bad ways. We all do say bad things to people, but we don't necessarily mean it. Could be in a mood. So
exactly,
that's why we should have self-reflection every day.
Definitely could be in the heat of the moment, because I've had a lot of those. But if Jamere Morgan wasn't a reggae artist, what would he be?
An R&B artist. I
heard your Jodeci is fierce.
Let me tell you something. During COVID, during the pandemic time, we all was shut down. All entertainers, all music people.
Yes.
Well, most people shut down. But when COVID happened, I didn't know what I was going to do.
Yeah.
I
was
like,
scary.
damn, should I get a job? I never had a job before. Should I become a DJ?
Yeah.
Because I see the DJs playing online. What the hell should I be doing? And then the performing through the internet, like through the camera thing, was uncomfortable for me in the beginning. But it's a different way to connect with fans, to millions of people all over. You know what I mean? But when COVID happened, I didn't know what I was going to do. Because music is all I've ever done my whole life. So
well, with COVID happening, did it kind of like restarted everybody? Like Blank Page, we talked about that. It being a restart, did you have to adapt? It's kind of like starting all over again, right? Because now it's like, now we're out of COVID. Now we can do shows. Now we can do music. But at that time, what were you doing in the pandemic besides trying to look for a job that you found that can actually be beneficial to your music?
He was making babies. What you mean? She been about 1 month out right now.
Word up, big up Haley.
Yeah, man.
No, I mean during that time, like I worked on records with Damon Marley.
Yeah.
We did records on Kabaka album, which is nominated for a Grammy now.
Yeah, man.
So we did that record, Grateful and Energy. We did other records as well. That we working on.
So you were still working then?
Yeah, definitely was still working. You know what I mean? I did a little bit of Instacart. You know what I mean? To make a little side hustle money.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's it. I just tried to stay sane and understand my purpose during the time, because that was a time for us to sit down and reflect. Because before COVID, I was in Europe, Africa, US,
everywhere.
Everywhere. So I didn't get a chance to, have a clear view of not necessarily who I am, but where I'm going.
Yeah. Man, I'm glad you mentioned you were thinking about DJing. Whether you're serious or not, because you've never controlled the aux when I've been around. So what I want to know is,
tell them, Wes.
If
tell
Jemere's on the aux, what you gonna play, man?
Yo, man, I start off with some roots, man. Yeah, man, start off with some roots.
That's pretty broad.
Well, you're talking about who?
Yeah, like.
Well, I play some Morgan heritage first. Down by the river, first song.
Right off the bat.
Yeah, man. I don't have to dread. Start some roots, and I always start to. Anytime I'm starting with music, it just depends on my mood. So to ask me who will I play,
Wes was just trying to pull your card. That's what he was trying to do.
No, but it all depends on my mood. Like,
so you listen to like hip hop,
everything. I listen to funk music, from the Commodores to I listen to all types.
I know.
Of
I heard about you Shazam and Boogie's playlist.
First of all, J Boog been copping my funk playlist. I got some songs he don't know, and he got some songs I don't know.
Trust me,
I do Shazam though. Be careful.
We were just chilling the other day, and I guess Boog was playing something, and you see Jemere on Shazam. He said, "There you go with that Shazam shit again." But music is a passion and a love for you, right, brother?
Because, trust me, I Shazam everywhere. I'm in the mall, and I'm like, I've been having a conversation with my girl at the time, and I'm like, shh. Yeah. Shazam. You hear that? She's like, what are you talking about? And then the music will be low, but music is my life, man. Yeah. I'm tuning in.
And you know what? Shout out Shazam, because, as DJs too, you do hear those little things like, man, it goes back to an episode of some guy was trying to figure out a song. I think it was Married with You. He was like, him. That's all he knew. Was him. But now you have Shazam. You play that thing, it'll tell you the date it was recorded. It'll tell you everything. So,
and it's crazy now. There's lists that are like the most Shazam songs. Or Shazam songs.
Yeah, word.
In different regions,
different
and stuff
countries,
like that.
and all that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I like me and Westaffa try to be Shazam busters. So when people try to Shazam our playlist, they be like, "It wasn't on Shazam." They're like, "Now beat it." We have all the unreleased stuff from the artists that we're not supposed to be playing.
Yeah, you're not gonna find this on nowhere but right here.
Westaffa got all the exclusive. Anytime I record like sound before I release it, Western Conference.
Oh yeah, we always got Jemere before anybody.
Yeah, that's why I call out Jemere too. Like, man, I don't know, I ain't got this one, man. What you sent it to me yet, bro?
I got a couple of those texts like, where I ain't get this.
I think I was doing my show on Twitch or something, and I played a drop you did for me. It was stuff. It texted me. He was like, "Where'd you get that drop?"
Oh yeah, I remember.
No, but you know what, Jemere, man, you're always solid, man. Anytime we need 100%. You come through, bro.
Man,
you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's dealing with artists. A lot of times it's like it's not a genuine link, you know, but. It's our little bro right here, man.
Oh, man, Jemere Morgan. This is like, it's not fake. It's something this is like a real family affair, especially with Gramps and Pizza and the whole Morgan Heritage family, because I'm putting it into the universe right now. Jemere Morgan will be on the main stage for Welcome to Jamrock Cruise coming sooner than you think, because now that this is my first time, there's a few things that we should But you know what? We want to just thank you and just, we want everybody to come to your social media. Tell everybody about your social media.
Yeah, follow me. Type in my name, JEMERE Morgan, JEMERE Morgan. You can find me on all platforms, whether it's social, whether it's on the DSP platforms, and that stands for digital. What is that again? Streaming platforms.
All digital
streaming platforms. So that's Spotify, Apple Music. You can type in my name, JEMERE Morgan, JEMERE Morgan. Download the album. I have Self-Confidence Out, Transition Out, and many other singles and collaborations. So check it out.
Still banging over there. Our brother JEMERE Morgan.
Yes,
thank you for just taking the time. Now it's time for us to go to the all-white party.
Yes, sir.
But you being a new dad, you're going to have to be careful because I'm telling you, the person that has three baby mamas, got a lot of baby mamas. Let me just tell y'all, shout out to all my kids, I love y'all. But let me just tell you, it's a beautiful thing. Fatherhood, I'm telling you, as soon as you experience it, it's going to be a different outlook on life. Yeah, and I just want to congratulate you on the new beginnings and the newcomers that's coming your way, man. We love you and we love the family, brother.
Love you guys too, man.
Love you, brother.
Yeah, man. Love you too, brother.
My brother JEMERE Morgan, Western Conference Podcast. Welcome to Jamrock Cruise. We live, baby. Yeah.